Hello everyone, I'm happy to see you here once again. The educational series, has provided an informative and useful video about short-term disability insurance. Here, we will try to cover all about short-term disability insurance, including what is short-term disability insurance, what is the procedure for short-term disability insurance, is it worthwhile to purchase short-term disability insurance, short-term disability elimination period, how to submit an application for short-term disability, what exactly constitutes a short-term disability, and in order to be eligible to collect short-term disability insurance, and much more. For your kind information, this series has been made only for educational purpose. For any doubt, you can use the comment section. We will try our best. Let's get right to the topic without wasting any time. What is short-term disability insurance? The financial burden of losing your income if you become incapacitated or ill to the point where you are unable to work is mitigated by disability insurance. Its purpose is to replace your income with monthly benefits payments that cover approximately 60% to 80% of your pre-tax salary, meaning that benefits are almost exactly equal to your take-home pay, as opposed to your salary. The period of time during which you are eligible for benefits is referred to as a benefit period. Both long-term disability insurance and short-term disability insurance are classified according to the length of time during which the insured is disabled. Long-term disability insurance provides coverage for years, and in some cases, until you retire. Disablement insurance for a short period of time is only valid for a few months. One of the most significant distinctions between short-term disability insurance and long-term disability insurance is that the former is almost always provided by your employer while the latter is not. The ability to purchase short-term disability insurance on your own is possible. However, doing so may be difficult and prohibitively expensive. What is the procedure for short-term disability insurance? Short-term disability insurance typically pays benefits for a period of less than a year, whereas long-term disability insurance may pay benefits for a period of several years. When you recover from your disability and are able to return to work, both policies terminate their payment of benefits. The short-term disability benefit period is typically only 26 weeks long, though some policies may provide coverage for up to a full year. Because of this, you will receive approximately 80% of your pre-tax salary during that time period, provided you do not resign or leave your position. The cost of long-term disability insurance, which typically pays about 60% of your pre-tax salary, is significantly less. In most cases, short-term disability insurance is included in your employer's benefits package, and you should avoid purchasing short-term disability insurance on your own because it is extremely expensive. Short-term disability insurance provided by your employer, on the other hand, may be significantly less expensive, if not completely free. The short-term disability insurance benefit kicks in much sooner than the long-term disability insurance benefit because the elimination period, the time between the time you become disabled and the day you begin receiving benefits, is much shorter with short-term disability insurance than long-term disability insurance. Typically, the waiting period for short-term disability insurance is no longer that of 14 days, whereas the average waiting period for long-term disability insurance is approximately 3 months. In the event that you do not believe your savings will be sufficient to see you through the elimination period, short-term disability insurance may be a better option than long-term disability insurance, and you can usually obtain it for free from your employer. During the waiting period, you may incur a large number of expenses, and short-term disability insurance can help you get over the hump. Is it worthwhile to purchase short-term disability insurance? In the event of an illness or injury, short-term disability insurance provides you with the opportunity to buy yourself some time to recover. Despite this, It may be prohibitively expensive for the average person to afford, and the benefit period may be insufficient to fully compensate for the disability. In the event that you are covered by group disability insurance, you may want to consider using it in conjunction with long-term disability insurance. Short-term disability insurance provided by your employer will not pay benefits if you are injured while on the job. However, long-term disability insurance will pay benefits if you are disabled while on the job. If you're concerned about the elimination period, short-term disability insurance might be a good investment for you. In the meantime, you can receive benefits while you wait for your long-term disability insurance benefits to begin paying out. Short-term disability elimination period. Short-term disability insurance includes an elimination period, which means that you must be injured or disabled for a specified period of time before your benefits begin to accrue and become payable. The most common elimination period is 7 days, but in rare cases, it could last as long as 180 days or longer. As a result, you would not be required to file for short-term disability if you were absent for less than 7 days, as is the case with many employers. It is critical that you clearly explain how long your company's elimination period will last, so that employees are aware of any potential coverage gaps that may exist. How to submit an application for short-term disability. If you are an employer, the first step in submitting an application for short-term disability is for your employees to contact you, their Human Resources Department. They can also look over your benefits documentation and get in touch with your short-term disability provider. Some employers require employees to use any sick days they have accrued prior to the start of their short-term disability period. Another type of employer may require a letter from the employee's physician before granting a request for short-term disability. As soon as an employee has completed and submitted the necessary documentation for a claim for short-term disability, they should submit it to you or your insurance provider. Make it clear to your employees what documentation they will need to submit and when they will need to submit it in order to receive full access to their benefits. What exactly constitutes a short-term disability? Every short-term disability policy will specify what it covers in detail, but in general, any illness or injury that prevents you from performing the duties of your job will be compensated under the policy. The following are the top 5 reasons why people file claims for short-term disability. Injuries. Disorders of the joints. Disorders of the back. Maternity leave. Discomforts of the digestive system. In order to be eligible to collect short-term disability insurance, employees who are eligible to receive benefits under most short-term disability insurance plans must meet certain criteria in order to receive benefits. In some cases, a minimum service requirement or the minimum length of time that a worker must have been employed are specified, and the employee must work full-time or have worked consecutively for a specified period of time in order to qualify for benefits. As an additional requirement, some employers stipulate that an employee must exhaust his or her sick leave before becoming eligible for short-term disability benefits. This is known as the sick leave requirement. It is also possible that an employer will require a doctor's note to verify an employee's illness or injury, which may include illnesses such as arthritis or back pain, cancer, diabetes, or other non-work-related injuries. Finally, in this whole series, we discussed about short-term disability insurance, including what is short-term disability insurance, what is the procedure for short-term disability insurance, is it worthwhile to purchase short-term disability insurance, short-term disability elimination period, how to submit an application for short-term disability, what exactly constitutes a short-term disability and in order to be eligible to collect short-term disability insurance, and much more. Hope you understand and found this series more informative and useful. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a beautiful day.